Rotary District 6910 training video. In this segment, we will be discussing the DaCdb driven dynamic web page. Rotary District provides very comprehensive, basic DaCdb functionality free to all clubs. DaCdb also provides premium features including DaCdb-driven websites, attendance, and dues management modules. You can learn about these features, including functionality, cost, and process of implementation, by going to the DaCdb webpage at DaCdb.com. There at the top you will see attendance, club dues, club website, and selecting the area of interest from the tabs at the top will give you information about these features, including functionality, cost, and process of implementation. This segment today will concentrate on the DaCdb web page that we have at District 6910. To open this web page, you type in Rotary District 6910.org. Our web page is database driven, and it will be useful to take a look at it as an excellent example of a database driven web page. I guess first we should take a minute for a little techno talk, because the DaCdb web page is different from many web pages because it is dynamic or driven by the database. This means that the web page grabs information from the database and inserts that information into the web page each time it is loaded. When information is changed in the database, web pages connected to the database will change accordingly and automatically without human intervention. For instance, if you change club officers in the database, this change will show on the web page automatically without the need to create a new page by hand. This is quite different from a web page with static pages that must be rewritten every time there's a change. This type of web page is also called dynamic web page because the content change is dynamic, not by hand. It is also important to understand that the web page only pulls a tiny bit information from the database. Only information that you wish for the public to see and for any particular user. So let's take a look at the web page. Information is displayed in 4 panels. The top panel identifies important district features such as the governor. It also provides a link to the full DaCdb database. This link is password protected. What and how much you can see in the full database is tied to the privilege level you may have in the club or district. You can sign into DaCdb from any web page displaying this link, any district website or club website, because your access is tied to your login. The right panel displays district leaders. Email can be sent to any leader, but the actual email address is hidden. For example, to our governor, you can send an email, but his email address is not given to you, so it cannot be added to a list of some kind. This is a good example of selection of information for public display. All leaders in the district are displayed. You simply scan down the page. The central panel is devoted to displaying feature stories when the home is selected. In this case, the feature story is the district conference. It is also the display area for the navigation tabs that we will show in just a minute. The left panel is for tabs that help you navigate the website. Since the site is very comprehensive, we will just look at a few examples that illustrate types of display and functionality. For example, District 69 clubs show information about presidents, local clubs, club locator map, online makeups. Let's look at one of these. Now we can see what all the presidents look like and which clubs they represent and their names. If you want to see a location map showing all the locations of clubs in our district, that is immediately available. Next, let's go to the district calendar, another type of functionality. The district calendar provides information about activities such as agendas, application forms, as well as a route to registration. For example, let's go down to RILA. On March the 1st is the deadline for RILA application and for clubs to deposit the money. Often there's a question, what exactly is RILA? How do I do this? Where do I find a form and so forth? This information is usually on the calendar and available with a click. Gives you information and provides the forms. The Foundation tab provides access to so much information that it is almost like another web page. Almost any information you need or form that may be required is available in this area. If you work with Foundation at all, it will be very valuable to surf this area. For instance, if you are interested in grants, there's information about district grants, global grants, humanitarian grants, qualifications, and applications. And these are all immediately available with just a click. The Training tab is another type of functionality, and here the district places important training information, and specifically you might want to go to the list of DaCdb, My Rotary, and Rotary Club Central Training information. Here is an extensive repository of videos and manuals that usually can be accessed with a single click. At the bottom of the page is a link to Rotary International that brings in up-to-date news feed constantly. So if you want to know what's going on in the world of Rotary, it is there and presented to you real time. Please look at your district web page to see what information is there that could be useful for you, and also consider implementation of a DaCdb web page for your club. Thank you.